this the pilot show?
This is the actual show. We're going
okay.
to.
I'm just teasing.
You're good. You hear it. You hear the guests talking shit already, y'all. Welcome to another episode of High Off the Glass. You can actually get that off. Welcome, everybody. We're here. We're down at the Buddha basement. We're down in the studio. And we have an outstanding guest here today, everybody. I am very excited. No, not. Remember, we can't talk about her.
That's right. That's right. She's not here.
We can't talk about her.
She's not here.
Everybody, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is O the Great. You know how it is. We have an awesome guest, everybody. This guy, he's outstanding. This gentleman owns the GrowRoom, which is a plant supply shop / smoke shop in O'Fallon. Everybody, give it up for Mr. Brian. What's your last name?
Griffin. My name is Brian Griffin.
Okay, no, it ain't. Stop lying.
It is. It is. So you've seen the show, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Everybody, give it up. Give it up for Mr. Brian Griffin. Everybody, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Man,
I appreciate you.
If you had headphones, it would be already here.
Right, that's why I wanted you to put the headphones on. You wouldn't hear the sound effects.
I was just doing the motion.
Right, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
No, I appreciate the plug for the show, though. The store. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. We're going to do a whole bunch of that today.
Okay.
Everybody, Brian is joined by his lovely wife, Lily. We want to give it up for her. Hey, what's up? What's up, Lily? I know. Wait.
It's cool.
Do we have?
It up. I'm just,
we don't have the headphones over, but So
you can take my headphones because I can't like hear my own self talk right when I got them on.
Okay.
So I have to keep them like they are.
Okay, that's cool.
It's whatever.
Well, as long as you can hear, something that's going on.
Well, I can hear you right across from me.
Yeah, that'll work, man. Well, welcome to High Off the Glass, man. I am super excited that you're here. I thank you for coming to the show. You are, basically, one of the perfect guests for the show. You own a, let's just call it what it is, a marijuana supply shop.
Yep.
And, a smoke shop. You have, everything in one spot, man. What is the deal?
And you know what? We try to cater to everybody, anybody out there that's growing. But I do feel awkward sometimes when people come in that aren't growing cannabis and they're just there for regular plants. Because it's like, okay, so you've stepped into a shop that it caters to the cannabis side of it more than anything. That's more my expertise.
Yeah.
But it's cool. We welcome everybody.
Yeah, because you don't have to be growing cannabis to go to the GrowRoom.
Absolutely not.
And get what you need. You any type of plant, anything that you're growing. Yeah. That's the spot you can go to.
Absolutely, everybody's welcome. I just don't know everything, and I know more about cannabis, I guess, than I do all the other plants.
Yeah.
But when people come in with questions, if I don't know the answer, I try to figure it out.
Nobody knows everything, so you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, you'd be shocked at what some people, the expectations they have.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. The great thing about your shop is when people come in, you can actually help them if they have questions about, how to grow cannabis. You actually help them with that.
Absolutely, and that's what I love. I love helping people get started growing.
Okay.
Sometimes it even costs us money to do it. But
how so?
Well, we're not like Walmart, I guess. We're a different type of store.
Right.
So every situation's different.
Yeah.
But sometimes we get customers that come in and they're on a really tight budget. But we don't sell cheap shit at our store. Everything we sell is high quality.
Right.
And not everybody can afford that. So sometimes we'll take stuff from our house that we just bought at full price, and we'll sell it to somebody at a used cost.
Wow.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times. I don't tell them really that's what's going on until after the fact.
Yeah.
And most of them usually say, "Holy shit, man! Why did you do that? I can't believe it." Yeah. Like, well, you're growing. Wow. You're growing now, so.
That's so nice. Where does that come from, man? Like, because you told me, a similar story to that when I came to your shop a couple weeks ago. Where does that come from? Why? Why is that?
Honestly, man, I got a good life. I got a good family. I've been in positions where I've had everything taken from me. I've been in prison a couple times. So I'm just thankful for everything I got. I'm a rich man. Not everybody's got that. So it's nice to be able to share it a little bit.
Right.
Right.
Now, Not rich isn't dough rich, but
No,
rich
definitely.
isn't, how it is.
definitely not money rich,
Right.
but I feel very wealthy.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Here's the thing. Riches and wealth don't always have to equate to finances.
Right.
No.
And that's what, you have an abundance.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go with this too, man. I want to go, take me to, where are you from?
I'm from St. Charles.
You from St. Charles?
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised in St. Charles, man. Like how was your childhood? Like how was it coming up?
It was pretty good. My parents had middle class.
Okay.
There you go, middle class.
Okay.
Parents were fairly strict, but I didn't want for anything.
What'd they do?
Property management.
Oh, okay.
Which, baby, you can chime in on any of these questions.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're good. It's your
Okay.
life. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, property management. There's a shopping center in O'Fallon that they take care of.
Uh-huh. You're doing great, by the way, man. You're good.
Thanks.
You're good to go, dude.
It's almost like I've done this before.
Yeah,
Talked with people.
There you go. And you can feel free to put your. Oh, y'all sharing that drink?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're
Okay, right on. Because if you want, you go. Okay. So they own the shopping center?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you familiar with O'Fallon very much? Other than
Somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, where you were the other day.
Okay. Where your
Yep,
shop is?
Where the shop is. Yep.
Okay.
O'Fallon Plaza.
Okay. That's their spot.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Which, before I forget, for anybody listening to this, the Grow Room, 101 O'Fallon Plaza.
There you go. Say it one more time for everybody in the back so they have the address.
101 O'Fallon Plaza. We're open Tuesday through Saturday.
Give them the phone number.
636-294-2734.
See, are we glad
go.
that Lily? You're so smart to have her.
I'm
you are
glad.
smart. Right on. Good job.
No, I'm trying.
Good job, Lily. High five it up.
Okay.
Right on. We're going to need more of that later.
But yeah, as far as the store and what we do, man, one of the reasons we got into it was to help people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what was it, 10 years ago maybe? I wasn't dealing with cannabis very much, but a lot of my friends smoked it, paying astronomical prices for shit weed. And I thought, you know what, we can fix this. We can do better.
Right.
And at some point I went to prison after getting out, ended up socializing with a lot of people that had illnesses. Now it became legal. They're taking cannabis to help them with some ailment that they got, but they're still paying crazy prices for trash quality.
Right.
So that's where we stepped in and fixed all that.
Now, see, that I want to dive into that, but I got to go back.
Okay.
I got to go back because that goes into why you opened up the Grow Room. But I want to
Right.
go back to, okay, so your parents, middle class, they're strict. They own a strip mall in O'Fallon. What were your first experiments or first encounters with cannabis?
Oh shit, man! First time I smoked, I was 10 years old.
10.
Yeah,
10.
Yeah, I was way too young.
Wow.
I got started pretty early.
That might be a record for how I don't think last.
That's not. I'm not trying to
He
set
had an
no
older
records
brother,
for
though.
that.
Say what?
He had an older brother, though.
No, no doubt.
I did.
Yeah.
I was assuming.
I did. Yeah, he's.
And I don't give a shit if you didn't or not. There's no judgment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first time I did it, I was about 10 years old.
Sorry. Damn it.
It wasn't until I was probably 13 that I was doing it on a regular basis. Started dabbling with other things.
Okay.
And then
What were the other things?
cocaine, alcohol.
At 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my brother was 8 years older,
Okay.
which is not that he wasn't feeding me these things. I was around older people,
Okay.
hanging out with an older crowd, which
Okay.
I shouldn't have been at that age. But
Right.
at 15 is when I tried heroin for the first time. Yep, and I ended up getting addicted to that, which I don't think I shared none of that with you the other day.
Not at all. Not
Yeah.
at all.
Which I know we only talked for like 20 minutes.
Right.
But yeah, so at 15 I tried heroin. I really liked it.
Why? How?
My brother wasn't related to that situation at all. Just a good friend of mine introduced me to it, and like I said, I don't know why I liked it, but I did. And then I liked it so much I didn't put it down for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were at what age when you first started?
15.
15.
Yep.
Jeez. What was the feeling that you got from it that you liked? What was it?
You know what? I don't know, because I was puking my guts out every time I did it.
Huh.
So I don't know why I liked it. Maybe just 15 years old, I was doing something I wasn't supposed to.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Wow. Was it the routine of it? Was the feeling? Was it the friends you were with when you did it? Or?
I would say probably the friends I was with. Not all my friends were doing heroin, but some of them.
Right.
There was definitely a certain element of people I was hanging out with that were doing it.
Well, you mentioned earlier that you were incarcerated a couple times.
Yep.
Was that from that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was all related in some way.
What happened?
Well, as you might know, heroin's addictive and it's expensive.
Definitely.
So I took to stealing quite a bit from department stores, places like that.
Right.
So got arrested for stealing a couple times, arrested for possession. The first time I actually went to jail, I did a full year in county. That I wasn't even good for the charge. Cops planted the dope on me, in a way.
Oh.
Yep.
Whoa. Where were you? Where were you at?
In O'Fallon,
Damn.
Missouri.
Were you like known or something?
Yeah, they knew that me and my brother and our friends, they knew we were addicts.
Yeah.
And
they planted some shit on you.
yeah, I'm assuming that they looked at it like they were doing society a good thing by locking us up.
Yeah, because you can really get help in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, prison's known to,
Yeah, that's what they're doing in there.
What the fuck? That's so horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, what's crazy, man, is so I did a county. I was locked up for a year in county.
Give me a year. When is this going on?
Oh shit! When did I meet you, baby? 2010. So this was 2009.
This is 09?
Yep, I was locked up through all of 09.
Okay.
All
right, hold on. We're fast forwarding. When we go back to 15, you start, and you really start hard.
It did.
And then from there, do you maintain? Do things? How is it going on in your family's life? Like what's the dynamic?
Well, it's not like I jumped in and tried heroin the first time and never put it down every day, but did it on the weekends, progressed doing it through the week a few times, and then just off and on until probably I was almost 17. Mm-hmm. That's when I got myself a habit, and I was doing it every day to maintain. Wow. Which I ended up dropping out of high school at that point.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, well, it's hard to go to school, do homework, and all that shit when you got to running in and out of department stores, stealing to support yourself.
Jeez.
As far as my parents go, they did everything they could. Right. I mean, they just went above and beyond to try to get me help.
What'd they do?
They helped me get into a bunch of rehabs. Just everything you could think of that a parent would try to do. Yeah. Shit, they even took me down to oh shit, man, we only got an hour. We don't have enough time.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You say
pull that mic a little closer to you.
Brian from the GrowRoom. I will be back next week for
sit a little close to that, my dude.
Okay.
And you can pull it. Yeah, you can pull it towards you.
So there is a place, I don't know if it's there anymore, but there was a place in Oklahoma called Narconon, which I don't know if any of you out there are familiar with Scientology, but Narconon is a rehab center based off of Scientology. In fact, one of their selling points, yeah, woo, we're going down the rabbit hole now.
Go, take it.
One of the selling points for them was the fact that Tom Cruise and Penelope Cruz and John Travolta and a few other stars had either been through there or had a family member that they've helped through there.
It's a rehab center or a Scientology?
It's a rehab center, but it was completely based off of Scientology.
Wow.
In fact, that's what they taught there was Scientology.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, like I said, that was in Oklahoma, and my parents, God bless them, they took me all the way down there, put me in that place. It cost a lot of money, and I ended up.
How old were you? What year was it?
Oh my God! Tell them the crazy shit that happened there.
I ain't got time for everything, baby.
If his mother was here, she'd say.
Yeah, I wish my brother was here. My brother passed away a few years ago.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
So sorry to hear that.
And what was the question again?
Like what she said. What was one of the crazy things that went on down there?
Oh.
And what year and how old were you when you were there?
Okay, that's right. So I was 18, I believe, when I went there. So 2000, give or take a year.
Okay.
But it's a long-term treatment facility. You could stay there for like up to 18 months, I think.
Okay.
Or at least a year. Anyways, I was there for about 3.5 months.
Okay.
To which, at one point, I finally said, fuck this, I'm done. I'm leaving. And I caught a bus and came back to St. Louis. But I don't know. Just there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on there. I don't know how to explain Scientology, but it's crazy.
You want to give a quick story, or rather not?
No. Maybe if I think of one here in a little bit, I'll pop it off.
Okay, that'll work. So so you take the bus back. You're back at home. Where is cannabis in your life at all, or?
Yeah. No, it's not. Cannabis was a big part of my life when I was from when I was about 13 until about 17. But once I went full blown heroin, I'd stopped doing cannabis.
Right.
They don't go very well together for me.
They don't.
No.
Okay, so you come back.
Yep.
This is what's going on in your life at this point?
So when I came back, I went straight back to it. I mean, I literally got off the bus, called my dope dealer, and went to his house. Hooked back up with my brother, which at that time, me and my brother was doing dope together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we were running together, doing all that. And I pretty much kept that same lifestyle.
Until you went to the military.
Yep. Until I was almost 21. Actually, pretty close around my 20th birthday is when I signed up for the Navy. Which I was on delayed entry program. Basically, you have to just wait until they tell you it's time to go.
Right.
I was on that for about 9 months.
Right.
Which was probably the worst 9 months of my life as far as doing heroin goes.
Why were you on delayed entry?
I guess so many people were signing up at the time. This was back when 9/11?
Yeah, because you went in 01.
Yep. Yeah, I think all that happened right before I went in.
When did you all meet each other?
2010.
2010. Oh, okay. But this was 01 when you ended up signing up after 9/11.
Yep.
9/11 made you want to sign up?
Yeah, well, you know what? I wanted to sign up. I wanted to be a Marine when I was, I don't know, like 8 years old.
Yes.
I even, I wrote him a letter, and I sent it. I don't know who the hell I sent it to, but it was the Marine Corps.
That's tight.
I think it was like the National Guard that you sent it to. Your mother let you send it.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I still got the letter at home that they sent me
your mother
back.
Didn't know about it.
They,
Wow.
Yeah. I was a little bit kid.
Why Marines?
I just, the discipline, and they're just proud, man. They got honor.
How did you know about Marines at 8 years old?
I don't know. Well, my dad was my biological father was a Marine.
There it is.
My stepfather, who really is my father, he was in the Army.
Okay.
So
you had military. All right.
Yeah.
So you always wanted to be in the service, and then
I did, and they actually, like I said, they sent me a letter, and they sent me like one of those like decals you'd iron on your shirt.
The Marines sent you some
Yeah, they sent me a letter saying thank you so much for your enthusiasm to join us.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. But they were like, you're a little young. Please contact us when you're 18. Which when I went and signed up for the Navy, I actually went to the Marine office first, and the guy was pretty intense. He was like, he asked me if I finished high school. I said no, but I got my GED. And he said, get out of my office. He says, if you can't finish high school, you can't finish the Marine Corps.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Fuck him is right. Exactly.
Wow, the dude's an ass.
Yes.
Wow. And then you came over to our side, the Navy side, and you found.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had a good time in the Navy.
Damn right.
Good of a time.
Yeah. Thank you for the clip notes,
right.
Mama.
Lily, hold up. So what's the deal, Doc? Because Lily knows these stories like she was fucking there. Like, what's going?
Yeah.
Like,
his mother talks about this shit all the time. She loves going down memory lane.
Right.
So like, it is embedded in my mind what happened to this man his entire life.
Okay, so, I get it, because here's the thing. That's one thing about men. We don't talk about ourselves like that. And I know this man because, I feel similar to him. Mm-hmm. And one thing that men like him and I would do, we would not just sit there and tell you our life story because we figured you wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, and we would get bored telling it. Right. So, okay, you're getting it from his mom. That makes more sense. Yes. All right.
Yeah, and I'm
Continue.
forgetful, man. I forget
I like to remind him.
so many things.
You know what
That's
I mean?
dope, Lily.
Because
Yeah.
he's come such a long way. You
Right.
know what I
Yep.
mean?
Right.
So he just needs a reality check.
See, what you are, and you're blessed by this. B, you're what we call, what is that? Behind every strong man, there's a strong woman.
Yeah.
That's you. Like you're that pillar that's holding him up. So good freaking job.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I think I might have mentioned this at the store the other day, but the store we wouldn't have opened it if
Right.
it wasn't for her.
Wow.
She told me, she said, you know what? You're doing it. I'm not going to listen to this anymore. Because I kept talking about, oh, we should have done this. We should have done that. We should open a store.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have ever done it.
Yeah.
I would have just said it for the rest of my life. Man,
Yeah.
if we would have done that.
Yeah.
And she said
I'm about to cry. Stop it.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Wait, so Lily is the reason why she just kept. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and then he wanted to throw a little fit, okay? And I was like, listen here, motherfucker. I was like, you were about to do this. I said, you are not going to throw a tantrum. I said, you are going to fucking do this. And he was like, okay. Because he was so mad at me. Like, I forgot. He was like, fuck you. I'm not doing this. You're doing it by yourself. And I was like, oh, no, motherfucker. I'm like, you're going to go and do this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just stressed out. We got a lot on our plate.
Right.
We were trying to do a lot.
Yeah, I can see that. See that.
Well, and I got a full-time job working in the shopping center also,
Yeah.
helping my parents.
Right.
So yeah, we got that going on too.
Okay.
And
So-
we're caregivers for a few people.
Wow, you do that as well.
Yeah.
There's so many different places I can go
Yeah.
right now. So I just want to. I got to follow. Okay, I got to finish up the Navy path. So you joined the Navy. How long were you in the service?
3.5 years.
3.5. And what boat were you on?
I wasn't. I actually was very fortunate. I never actually got deployed on a ship. Yeah.
You sure you were in the Navy?
Yeah. Well, every chief and master chief I've ever met said I wasn't.
Right. Yeah. They gonna say that.
So I went to school in the Navy to be an avionics electrician.
Oh, okay.
And I scored really high in my class.
Nice.
So I got to pick my orders. And I picked Sicily. Sigonella, Sicily.
Oh.
Yeah. And it counted as sea duty. I was attached to a helicopter squadron.
But when they went out, you didn't have to go out?
You know what? I would have. I've been on the helicopters. I've flown out to ships.
Yeah.
But I've never had to actually stay on one.
How
for
are
any
you
extended period of time?
Okay, because I served just like you. So how are you a part? You know what? That's true because sometimes people some parts of the squadron don't have to go on deployment. Yeah. Okay. And
my command was they were grounded for probably half the time that I was in Sicily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For you civilians, we're talking about deployment means when you go out on your ship. And you're out, for a while. It could be as long as a year, could be as short as a couple weeks. And then squadrons are what the aircrafts are a part of: helos, helicopters, jets, mail planes, all that stuff. So okay, so you didn't. What's so? Hit that gummy. Hit that gummy. Damn right. All right, so
For those watching, she's eating my my edible.
Sicily for 3 years.
Yeah.
How long? How was that?
Well, I mean, I guess I was in Pensacola, Florida, for 9 months.
Yeah.
And then I was in Sicily for 2 years.
Right.
Or just over.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely wonderful. Honestly, I squandered it away. Got a lot of good memories. Had a blast. Mm-hmm. But I really just traded one addiction for another. Mm. I turned 21 in boot camp. So as soon as I got out, I was stationed in Pensacola, Florida. Uh-huh. Just turned 21. So
were you using this whole time?
You know what? I didn't use any drugs the whole time I was in.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, what do you mean you traded one addiction for another?
Well, because I just switched to alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, and I went just as hard on the alcohol as I did the smack.
You know what? And you can't even blame yourself with that because that's one thing. And I can tell you this because I would say this because I was in myself. It's almost like it's promoted.
Yeah.
To do that, like if you're on a ship and or you're in a service and it's off time, you're told to go get fucked up.
Yeah.
Almost. You know what I'm saying? Not in so many words, but it's encouraged. Like I don't understand that.
And just to give you a little idea of like how bad off I was when I did go in, I weigh 210 pounds right now, 208, something like that. Mm-hmm. I weighed 124 when I got to boot camp. Yeah, so literally almost
Jesus.
half the size I am now.
Right. And what were you when you left?
I was the only person in my unit that gained weight in boot camp.
Of course you did.
I think I weighed like 160.
Yeah.
You know, I gained like 30 pounds.
We had a bunch of dudes gain weight, dude.
Really?
Yeah, a bunch of people. Yeah, it happens. Some people lose weight like I did. People gain weight.
Yeah, I was in bad shape, man. I tried to, like a month or so into boot camp, in the Navy, they come out and they say, who wants to try out for the SEALs and do the little test? I did good on everything until the swim. I almost sank to the bottom, because you got all your gear on.
Right.
I was malnutritioned.
Right. And this was when you were in Sicily you did these tests?
No, that was in boot camp.
In boot camp,
yeah.
I feel you. Because doesn't it seem like that pool that you jump in, doesn't that motherfucker seem like it's the deepest shit ever?
Yes,
like, dude, I have dreams about that pool sometimes, fam. Real talk. And I have dreams wearing the fucking gear too, yeah. Man, that shit, yeah, with the gear, without the gear. That pool was deep as, I don't know why I just brought that up, but you know what I'm saying? Since you said it. Shit. All right, so you finish that, you do your 3 years, you switch one vice for another, which is totally understandable. Where do you go after you get out?
After I got out, I went and hooked up with my old friends and just hopped right back to it, man. Started doing the dope again.
Oh shit!
I mean, literally didn't miss a beat. And that's pretty much the story, honestly. Right up until I ended up going and doing a year in county, and then I got out and met Lily. Which, don't get me wrong,
that was 09?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
What was the year for?
Possession of heroin.
Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there was somebody else in the car. It was me, my brother, and somebody else. And the other person is the one that had drugs on him. And the cop told her, said, hey, just give it to me. Tell me it's Brian's, and we'll put it on him.
Right.
Yeah, I actually wanted to bring this up real quick.
Go ahead.
So I sat in county for a year fighting this case, and then I was about to get out. I was on probation, by the way. So I was sitting in there on a probation violation for this new charge. And I was about to get released. My lawyer calls me and says, hey.
And they didn't even prove it. Wait, you sat in county. Yeah, that happens all the time. For a year for something they didn't even prove that you did.
Right. Well, listen, this is the best part, man. Okay, so my lawyer calls me while I'm sitting in county. Like I said, I'm about to get out in like a month or so. And he says, okay, I just talked to the prosecutor. 7 years, state prison. That's the best offer they're going to do. What do you want to do? And I said, we're taking it to trial. That's what we talked about. Yeah. He goes, okay. I just wanted to make sure. He goes, I'll call you right back. I hang up the phone. They come get me 5 minutes later, say, hey, your lawyer's on the phone. My lawyer says, case is thrown out. I said, what, that quick? He goes, yeah, I told the prosecutor, fuck off, we're going to trial. Prosecutor said, don't worry about it. There's no evidence against him. We're throwing it out.
Wow.
So if there's no evidence against me, why were you holding me and why'd you charge me with it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I guess they figured, this guy has a sheet. We can put him away.
Yep.
We're doing, like you said before.
Exactly. I fit the profile for the charge.
Wow.
Damn your profile.
I know, right?
For real. That's so, okay, so Jesus. So that happens. You get out. Thank God.
Yeah, so bad shit happens to all of us, man.
And thank God that you were smart enough, because they do that. That's why they hold you, to make you think the world is over. It's sinking in on you. You're done. Your life is over. Might as well just cop that plea and just take whatever the fuck they give you.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so thank God you get out of that. You're out. This is 2010. You meet Lily.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Now, who brings you back to cannabis? Was it Lily? Was it you just being out? What happens?
No, it's a good friend of mine. Yeah, he. I don't know how to explain it, but he turned me back onto cannabis.
Wow.
And
okay.
At that time, I was having stuff shipped to me from California.
Mm-hmm.
Good quality.
Okay.
Good price.
Right.
So we were able to help people out with that.
Okay.
And at some point, I ended up getting caught up. I got my door kicked in. Feds came in and arrested me. And
you had weight and shit?
Yeah, it was a few pounds.
Okay.
Not to lock me up for a year.
Right. Right.
But
damn.
Yeah. I know, it's so funny thinking that it's just a few years ago that I got out and got off parole.
Yeah, yeah.
And now me and my wife run a business that's totally cannabis related. I legally grow cannabis now for patients.
And you were locked up a year for selling it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty neat world we live in today.
Have you ever, okay, so many questions I have again. Let me go back. Have you, how did you only get a year? And how many would you have, like 3 pounds, 4?
Five, I think, 5 pounds, something like that. It's either 5 or 10. I honestly don't remember at this point. Wow. I told you I forget. I forget so much.
How'd you only get a year?
Well, because the feds go off of point system, and I didn't have very many points. Okay. Most of the stuff that I'd been in trouble for in the past was misdemeanor stuff that didn't add up on my points.
Right.
So, yeah, and a good lawyer, that helped too.
That's fucking dope.
It did help.
Wow. Well, again, yeah, if I touch on something you don't want me to talk about.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I just,
okay. Wow.
At the time, I thought a year, this is forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
A day is a day.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's longer than a year, but
It was. It was a little bit longer.
I'm glad you had a good
year and a half or some shit. I don't know.
Right. Well, okay, so you get out, and okay.
I have to open my eyes, though.
And this is my other question with that. Have you thought about, retribution for the time that you were locked up for that, especially with the laws are what they are now? Because some states are talking about that.
What do you mean exactly?
Basically, the state reimbursing you for being locked up for something that's legal.
No, I haven't thought about that. That's interesting, though.
Some states are doing that, actually.
Really?
And freeing people. That first off, they should already be free, and if they're not, that's fucked up. But who is it? Is that me or you?
It's me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna turn that down.
You're good. But
you know what? That's never even crossed my mind. I didn't know that was a thing.
I think it should be.
And
I think it should be. If it's not, it needs to be.
I'm certainly not high and mighty in like, what, I did the crime. I deserve to pay the time. No.
Mm-mm.
But I have committed a lot of crimes.
Right.
And probably deserve to do a little bit of time.
No, but that's something different, though.
Yes.
That's something different.
I'd certainly like retribution for the year I did in county.
Exactly. But see, that you probably wouldn't get, even though you know what, you should be able to get that. Yeah. I would sue. Yeah. And see for that. Okay. So,
yeah.
All right. So let's move it forward. So
I just wanted to make one comment on that, though.
You're good.
But there are so many people locked up right now for cannabis or smaller charges, nonviolent crimes, that shouldn't be doing 10-year, 20-year sentences for that.
True.
Absolutely ridiculous.
True.
It is ridiculous.
True.
And it's a shame, man.
Yeah. And that's another thing that's starting to be done. And I know it's being done here in Missouri, and it's being done in different states. Legislation, or trying to get legislation passed to free people that are locked up for nonviolent crimes, especially marijuana related.
Right.
So many people are locked up over that bullshit, and or have trumped up charges.
Yep.
Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this point, you come back from that year.
Yep.
Year and a half.
So I come back.
What's your next move? Like, how do you go from that? That's a hell of a question, though. I'm so glad that Lily brought it up earlier. She said the perfect sentence. He's come so far. You go from that to the grow room in O'Fallon, where you're,
Well, I still made a few more mistakes from now and when I got released.
From then to now.
I wasn't perfect when I got out. But just to add to our legal system, how fucked up it is, I was supposed to get out on released for halfway house, a couple months sooner than I did.
Mm-hmm.
And they would not let me out. And I watched this happen to a lot of other people that were locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Some people had been locked up for way longer than me.
Mm-hmm.
But they wouldn't let them out until there was somebody that came in to fill their bed. Yep. That's what they were basing it off of. Even when you're eligible for halfway house, but they wouldn't let you go unless they had somebody to fill that bed.
And the halfway house, let me guess, was ran not by the state, but by a private company.
You know what? I don't know. It probably was, but
yeah.
I'm not 100% positive.
I bet it was.
Don't get me lying.
And or if it was ran by the state, they had that policy in place just so they can keep the money coming in. Because if they have free beds, then, you don't need as much money as you used to have.
Right.
Yes, we do, because we'll look at all these beds that are full. Oh, wow. That is.
Yeah. Our criminal system shouldn't be based off of revenue coming in, not in any way.
No,
but it is.
The criminal justice system is fucked up, like a lot of things in this country.
Yes, it is.
Like,
but yeah, when I got, honestly, I should have just stayed in and not worried about halfway house. I should have just finished out my time because a halfway house in St. Louis, not the best place to be.
right.
I make my own choices, my own decisions, but it didn't help. I got released to the halfway house where there was tons of dope, and I started using it again.
Fuck.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a quitter, man.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Look, I said, swear to God. Damn. So
yeah, man, I put my family through hell.
And you weren't even Wow.
Yep.
So let me see if I can get this right. So you were on straight. Well, you were on a straight and narrow, but you were selling marijuana. You weren't messing with dope.
Mm-mm.
You laid that down. You're doing your thing. They arrest you. You get out, and now you're back to heroin because it's all around you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So then what?
I think that probably went on for maybe a couple months or something, and then
You were on parole.
I was on parole, and really in the back of my mind, I probably just knew I was going to get in trouble at some point, so I was better off just calling my PO. But I'm pretty sure I felt like I was done. Called my PO and said, "Hey, I need to go to rehab. Please help me out." And that was the best thing I ever did.
Wow.
Yep.
And your PO sent you to rehab?
He did.
Wow.
He did. What did he say?
I
He
have
said,
no idea.
yeah, that's right. He said, well, you got one dirty. He said, I can't send you to rehab unless you've got two dirties. I said, so you're telling me I got to violate parole again to get sent to rehab? And he's like, yeah, it's just the way it is. I said, all right, cool. I can violate. I can drop for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
honestly, it wasn't until, so obviously on parole, you can't smoke cannabis. Can't get high.
Yeah.
I couldn't grow cannabis either.
Yeah.
No, but we were going.
Oh shit, you're right. I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know what? That's right.
That's where it all started. Was we started growing gourmet mushrooms.
Seriously, that's
Man,
where
so
it
many
kicked off.
so many facets here.
And then,
Wow.
once it became legal to grow, we started cultivating. But it really just started with him wanting to grow something and wanting to do something that was legal.
And y'all were doing shrooms? No, regular mushrooms.
Gourmet
Yeah,
mushrooms.
but
Gourmet-
your
damn.
shiitakes, your lion manes, blue oysters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you guys eating them, selling them? What were you guys doing with them?
Yeah, all the above.
Yeah,
Nice. With restaurants?
No.
Friends, families,
Mhm.
people like that. Word of mouth.
Damn, they were that good, huh?
Yep.
Shit.
Oh yeah, way better than you get in the grocery store.
Where do you get the green thumb from? Because so it's not just.
We have no idea where.
You know what? My
Yeah.
mom asked me. My mom asked me this yesterday.
Yeah.
She said, "What's the deal behind? What's the secret? How you do it so well?" And I said, "OCD. That's what it is." I'm just over the top about attention to detail,
Huh.
quality.
Okay.
You know.
And so what was that the first thing you ever grew ever? Were the mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it was.
It was.
It was.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, she's right. We
Yeah.
did the like I said, I couldn't grow or smoke or anything like that on parole. So we did the mushrooms. We
Yeah.
grew those, and we made a little bit of money. We saved every dime we had.
Mhm.
I mean, we didn't do nothing. This poor girl, her and my son, suffered through no fun at all for like 3-4 years.
How old's your son?
9 years old.
Nice.
Yep. And
Nice.
the day they let me off parole,
Is that mommy?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't know you guys had a
Yep.
son. Oh,
Mhm.
congratulations. Okay.
So, and I had thought about this while I was in prison, and then after we got out, the plan for the future, what we were going to do.
Yeah.
So we used money from the gourmet mushrooms,
Mhm.
saved it up, every penny.
And that's around what, 2010, 2011?
No, this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. This was just a few
Wow.
years ago. Man,
Okay.
we've done all this shit in just a couple
Damn.
years.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Busting our ass. But
Yeah. You did just open a shop, yeah.
I really felt like parole kind of held me back because the day I got off, we had everything in place to start the Cannabis Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Grow lights, tent. I even had my license already to legally grow before I got off parole.
Mm-hmm.
So the day I got off, boom, we went at it, and we've been killing it ever since.
Wow.
Just crushing it.
Wow.
Yep. So I feel like it has saved my life because it's given me a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's given me something to be proud of. Way to help provide for my family. Most importantly, just something I love, man.
Yeah.
Something I love to keep
busy.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Keeping me from
Something
doing
to
stupid
do.
shit.
Yeah.
I go to when I was on parole, I had to go to all these drug classes and sit in there. I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but my counselor's always pushing NA and AA, telling everybody you need to go to more meetings, you need to do this, asking everybody what they're doing in their spare time. Well, you need to go to more meetings, and I would chime in and say, no, man, everybody needs to find something they're passionate about.
Right.
Not everybody wants to go to a fucking NA meeting. You know that's not that isn't my hobby, and I think that's what saved my life at least. Just having something I'm passionate about that I can get into.
So so almost it's not really the plant, it's the process.
Yes.
You know, it's the process of you doing it and what everything that entails with it.
Yeah, everything that entails, man, all the way down to the fact that you know, I'm no saint, but I really feel like we help a lot of people.
Right.
So yeah, just a lady the other day, 70-year-old lady, she's got like 4 different kinds of cancer, got all kinds of issues. She can't afford the cannabis is the only thing that helps her.
Right.
She can't afford dispensary stuff.
Right.
And so we made a tincture for her, and I gave it to her.
What's
she was
that?
like,
What's that? What's the tincture?
That's not MCT oil. It's infused MCT oil.
MCT oil? Okay, I was just saying, talk a little closer.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good, man. MCT oil. What is that exactly for the layman?
It is medium chains triglyceride oil. It's like a derivative of coconut oil, I guess.
Wow.
You know, it comes from coconut oil.
Okay. And it has THC in it?
Hers does.
Infused it. I infused it with THC.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
And you take it sublingual. Well, that's how I would recommend it.
So you put it under your tongue and it
You put it under
absorbs
your tongue.
faster.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Is that, that sounds, say the name of it one more time. MCT oil.
I know. Yes, MCT oil. It's medium chains triglycerides.
Wow. And you take that, you basically, what do you take the shake from the plant and make that, or you take the leaves, or how do you make it?
Nah, man, we use nothing but the highest quality.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, you get the highest quality bud from shake.
Yeah, we do. We use the trim and
Yes.
some of the lower flower.
Wow,
Yes.
that's beautiful. And can you apply? Because a friend of mine, right? This sounds similar to what he made. He shout out to my boy, God's Perfect Moron. That's his name. I think did I tell you about him? Yeah,
you did.
that's my boy. Shout out to Florida now. He used to make a oil, and it was 1,000 milligrams of THC. And it was just, a 100%, it was a cannabis oil. You could apply this to your body. You could cook with it, like all that stuff. I don't know if you probably could ingest it, like you said. I asked that to ask this, can you apply yours to different parts of your body? Or is it just, you just ingest it? Can you cook with it?
You can cook with it, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can cook with it.
Okay.
As to like put it on your body, I'm not really sure. I haven't really dove deep into it. It's actually my first time I've made MCT oil.
Wow.
So,
How'd she respond to it?
Very good. She was very happy. She liked it a lot.
She loved it.
But that's what's so funny, man. I told her about it, and she's like, well, I can't. She goes, I can't afford that. I've had a bunch of doctor visits this week, and I just don't have the money for it. I said, I'm not selling it to you. I'm giving it to you. You know? It's no big deal.
But let me ask you this before we get out of here too, because I got so many other questions. But how do you go from, first off, you told me when we met a couple weeks ago, your mom, your family, they're not fans of marijuana, but yet you own a shop in their strip mall, and your mom helps you, and she, how did you do that 360?
Oh
fam?
shit, she's gonna be mad when she hears this.
You knew I was gonna talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll just go back real quick to the story I told you the other day about when I introduced this whole thing to her.
Yeah.
So we had our medical grow already set up. We had some plants going, and I told my mom, "Hey, come here. I want to show you something." Took her in the room and showed it to her, and she flipped her script. She lost her shit, screaming at me, "How could you do this to me?" she went absolutely bonkers, and she had to be somewhere in like 5 minutes, and I knew that.
Yeah.
He's so wrong for that.
So I waited till a time to tell her that I knew she had to leave.
Yeah.
And she's still pissed when she came back, but she'd calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Still yelled at me for really the next few months.
But what did she think the shop was going to be? Like when you first...
No, she knows. Okay, so...
When you first opened it and when you first told them what you wanted to do...
By the time we opened the shop, she had calmed down. There was, a year and a half between first starting to grow and opening the shop.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're about 2 years in on the medical grow.
Wow.
So by the time the shop opened, she had accepted. We've opened her eyes to the fact that this is actually helping people. She didn't realize that. She thought the stigma behind pot, if you smoke pot, you're a pothead. Lazy,
Exactly.
piece of shit.
Exactly. That stigma
Yeah.
is the worst.
She's stuck in that. She calls it the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, she
says
does.
it with
Still?
Yes!
Still?
She says it
Wow.
with her Texas accent.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
She's a short little bitty thing. She's smaller than I am. She's feisty though.
Come on, Bee's mom.
She was
Yeah,
she was pissed.
She's an angel,
honestly.
though.
Right.
She believes in the medical side of cannabis, but not
Right.
the part where,
Recreational smoking.
right, exactly.
Wow.
But she's seen like how well he's done, the fact that he's not out chasing dope and I'm not, we're not,
Right.
he's just much better.
Yeah.
So for her, she likes to see something healthy for him to
That's
do. You know what I
awesome.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
she's not having to worry about him.
And
So,
quick thing on that, since you brought that up, he hasn't used dope since you've been together.
well,
Since y'all
no, we've been together almost 11 years.
Right,
Yes.
right.
No, he's finally come to shit down 3 years ago.
That is so dope.
Yeah.
3 years ago has not touched it.
Ever since the pot, honestly,
That's
ever since
awesome.
the legal cannabis has been a part of our life.
Wow.
I've been doing real good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wow. Okay, so let's look at that. So from somebody the plant not only has given you a sustainable business, it's also kept you away from dope.
Yeah.
And has brought you and your family closer together.
Yeah, it has. That's the fucking hilarious part.
Wow.
My parents, who were so against it, it's brought us closer.
Right.
Yeah, they're willing willing to do whatever.
They are.
to make
They're
sure
good
that
people,
he's,
man. They're angels.
Doing good.
That is so dope.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is so dope.
Our son also partakes in it, but
Yeah, well, he
likes
helps. He wants to
help in
learn
the
everything he
garden,
can.
you know.
Cool. What does he do?
he likes to help us plant.
Nice,
when we
nice.
transplant,
Yeah, he knows how to-
likes to help. He
Look,
likes to help
He knows how to
water,
clone.
like-
I feel weird saying that on here.
I know.
but-
No,
and it
no,
kind
you're
of freaks
good.
us out. Okay,
You're-
so we have.
I'm
this
right there with you.
I know we had this conversation about I was really skeptical about telling him.
Mhm.
Because I wasn't ready. My son goes to a private school,
And he's
so-
9 years old.
right?
Mhm.
So for me, that's like I don't know.
Worried about him saying some shit. That's cool.
Exactly.
No doubt.
But we
Or smelling like weed.
right.
No doubt.
We talk to our child. We don't make it seem like it's a bad thing. I guess it's the way that you portray it to him. If
There
you're
it is.
hiding it,
There it is.
oh my god,
Yep.
this is
Yep.
bad. Don't look. I mean,
Yep.
we don't blow smoke in front of his face. We don't smoke in front
No,
of
we don't
him.
smoke in
Like
front
that.
of him,
But
but-
we don't make it like it's something bad. When he helps us in the garden, he helps us water. He helps us.
Right.
He can take clones.
Right.
Yeah, let's not say that, but
He can?
He can. Yes,
Nice.
we're teaching him to, it's not something bad. It's not.
Wow.
I don't know.
That is so. No.
Ain't nothing wrong
We're
with
just
it.
always,
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, like you're
It's a skill.
You're almost there, Lily. Get all the way there. What you're doing is teaching this man teaching this young boy a skill that he can use for the rest of his life. And at that age, being exposed to that, my daughter's the same age as your child, and I've already exposed her to it. There's a friend of mine. He goes out of town a lot, so I go over there and I water his plant, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful and it's big. I forget the strain it is. But and I show both my kids. My son is 16. My daughter's 9. Like, look, this is what it is. This is what it looks like. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
And same thing with you. I don't blow smoke in their face, but
Yeah.
I teach them the truth about this
Yes.
plant because I don't want them to have that stigma with
Yeah, but we're not lazy. You know what I mean?
it. Far
we're
from
always
it.
going, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
our child is spoiled, but we make our child work for everything that that
Right,
he has. You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right.
but we also try to teach him that it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not drugs. You know what I mean? Like,
no doubt. It's a
like,
plant.
he did the other day. Be like, "Mama, did you get some of your medicine?" because I was on one. He was like, "Mama, did you get some medicine?"
Wow.
Because I was like,
Wow.
"Oh man," because so I don't know. I'm always in pain, so the cannabis really helps my pain. So he knows when I haven't had it yet.
Why are you in pain?
So I have endometriosis, women problems, but I'm constantly just in pain all the time.
What's metriosis?
Endometriosis. You want me to talk about this on the show?
If you don't mind, if you do, if you feel sensitive about it, we
no,
don't
I
have
don't.
to.
It's okay. So it's when you're.
Oh, it's some lady
uterus.
parts.
Yes, it's your lady parts.
Okay,
So
right
instead of me bleeding where I should be, I'm bleeding outside of where I'm not supposed to be.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah, so
Horrible pain, man.
Right.
I am in pain constantly. And instead of taking painkillers, I, smoke a bunch of
There
weed.
you go. And that helps.
Yes, and it helps. It helps. I call it my mood stabilizer, because it really does mellow me out.
Right.
Especially when I'm in a lot of pain. But
so is this like a monthly pain that you get with your period, or is this?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's pretty painful. Yes.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we sat down with our kid, I don't know, a year ago, and explained to
Yeah.
him exactly what we were doing.
yes, we did.
And like she said, we had talked about it for months and months. Like, how are we going to present this to him?
Yeah.
And we just laid it out truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly our perspective, what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And man, he took it very well. He said,
Right.
okay,
Right.
so you're helping people.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
did scare
board.
the shit out of him too. So
You did.
yes.
Yeah, don't you tell nobody.
Yeah.
No.
That's funny.
No, but
That's funny.
like kids get excited. You know what I'm saying? Our son is so proud of his daddy.
Yeah.
How well he's done that.
Yeah.
Like he wants to tell everybody about it. So when he gets like a dress down day where he gets to wear regular clothes,
Which
'cause
is
he's
one of the
always
most
wearing
important
uniform,
things to him in his whole world.
he wants to wear
Yeah.
our GrowRoom t-shirt to
Yes,
school,
no
so
doubt.
he can show it off.
No doubt.
Because that's how proud he is. He's just such a sweet boy, but.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he gets excited, and I'm like, we have
He
to
should
talk
be able to talk
him.
about the shop at school, though.
He does talk
He
about
does.
the shop.
Good.
Sometimes he likes to talk about the garden, and that's
Okay.
where we're like, whoa.
Yeah, slow down on the garden.
Right, like
Yeah.
slow your roll.
You guys need to check out I just want to say this too. Everybody listening, you all need to check out the Grow Room. They have everything you need in that one spot. And again, their garden, where they're cultivating, it's beautiful. The plants, it's magnificent.
Yeah, please, everybody come check it out.
For real.
Yes.
Real
Yes.
friendly family environment.
If you want to, if you're thinking about growing, you're nervous about growing, don't know
Right.
what to do, don't know where to start,
Right.
Brian's your guy. Like
He
I always
is.
tell everybody, I'm like,
He is.
come talk to Brian.
He is.
Like
Yeah.
I can only help you with, a little bit. But
Right. For those that have listened to the show before, a friend of mine who's been on, you guys know Slick, big football guy. That's his sport. He doesn't understand basketball's better, but that's another conversation. But he introduced me to Be Everybody, and he introduced me to the Grow Room, because Slick has begun cultivating. He started it a few years ago. Guy's pretty good, and he brags about you, man. He
Oh, really?
Yeah, like because
I
he
know.
he gets help from his boy Tony. Tony, who also has a shop out there in St. Peter's, O'Fallon area.
Okay.
But when Tony's busy, he was like, "Look, man, you need to check out Brian. Check out his shop is good. Check out." And since he's been going to you, man, he brags to me about, "Look, this dude helped me do this, that. Any little problem I had, he helped me. He walked me through it. He took his time. Da 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 da. He didn't try to sell me a bunch of stuff I didn't need. Like
Nope.
that's what I love.
yeah, we won't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
That
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
happen at our store.
Because that's the thing right there. It's so many people who want to use this plant as, what is it? I'm going to get paid off of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to get rich off of it.
Yeah.
But that's not you guys.
No.
And,
No,
I,
it's
and I
not.
love that about
No.
y'all.
No, and honestly, like we do have, quality products, but they're low prices, I think.
They
You know what
are.
I mean?
Yeah, we're not out to take all your money. In fact,
No.
I talk people out of purchasing stuff all the time.
Mhm.
Yes.
That was one of the ideas behind the stores,
Yeah.
to help people grow amazing quality, but do it at a cheaper price point.
Mhm.
Instead of buying all this useless shit.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I just don't
And,
like useless shit.
Right.
Sorry.
I don't know, man.
love
Like,
that face.
I don't even like calling the people that shop with us customers. I don't feel like that's
No.
I feel like it's derogatory in a way because we've become so close with everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You said that.
But everybody stays for like hours.
Yeah, they
just
do.
to talk, you know, like I
Yeah.
love it. You know, we get to shoot the shit a lot. But
It's cool.
But see, that's the thing. See, I've only had a few people on this show who weren't all about making. Like a lot of people just wanted to make money, and that's what I love when I have, you know, the group of people. That's what I look for on this show. And that's the type. That's why I called you one of the perfect guests, because that's what you are. You're here to help people. You're not here to get rich off the plant. You're here to help people.
Trying to.
You know.
yes.
Right.
Honestly, the more we make, the more we give. And I'm no saint. I'm not trying to paint that picture.
Right.
But we do, man. We try all we can to help people.
Right.
In fact, we got what are we
We love to
doing
give shit
Sunday?
away.
Yeah, we do. We get shit. You know, we have our own customers who we give shit to that are like, hey, man, knock it off. You got to stop giving all this shit away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you got going Sunday?
What is it? It's
What?
a charity, I think, that we're going to.
Oh yeah, we're going to a Nick's stock charity event.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I know. what it
Nick's
is.
stock charity.
Yeah.
What is that?
So it is it's a charity that helps with heroin addiction.
Oh,
basically.
okay.
So yeah, they help with your resources, helping you find resources. You know.
What?
Yep. Yep.
That's awesome.
And obviously, he's come such a long way that, you know, this was a perfect event to donate to. So,
See, that's awesome too. You're having success with this one plant, but you haven't forgotten where you came from in the struggle. So you're
No.
giving back.
no.
I joke all the time, man. Say, you know, everybody needs to do a little stint in jail, maybe a month, just to put shit in perspective, you know?
Right.
So many people are taking everything for granted.
Right.
Now, I know that's not a fair statement. Everybody should do a little bit of time, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people out there that got everything they need and they take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I feel like they've never had everything taken from them.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that could use that, man. There's a lot of folks. But okay, but before we wrap, I want to ask you this first. So before you even started the shop before you started the shop, you were a grower first. You had your license to be, were you a patient for yourself? Did you have patients at the time? How did that work?
Yeah, we've had patients the whole time.
Okay. And how did you get, you know, licensed to do that, you know, with the background? I thought if you had a felony or something like that, you couldn't get.
No, apparently it changed.
Yeah, I don't know. They said yes.
Oh,
But
okay.
Brian actually had to go through like an actual doctor, like where you had to get your printout of your diagnosis and, you know, take it to it. Because most nowadays you don't even need your printout for your diagnosis. He actually had to.
Yeah, I had to have my primary doctor diagnose me, and then take that to a cannabis doctor. Nowadays, you just go straight to the cannabis doctor.
Yeah. And what year was this that you had to do that process?
It was the very first year.
Oh,
Yeah,
when it-
right when it opened.
Oh, okay. What was that? Was it that was 2012, 2013? What was that?
I don't know.
No, that was.
I barely remember my name, man.
He barely remembered it was his birthday.
Yeah, seriously, I didn't even know it was my damn birthday. I forget how old I am.
I'm trying to create a timeline, but I feel you.
It's cool. I'm just enjoying life that much, man. I don't need to remember that shit.
Yeah.
Having a
Well,
good time.
I hear you. And then you did that. You were your own patient, and it was a lot stricter back then, like we said. And then comes the store.
Yes,
Right.
because we were ordering a lot of shit.
Yeah, it just made sense, man. We was spending a lot of money on materials,
Right.
and
Everything's
not
so
gonna
expensive.
not gonna-
Everything's so expensive. Like every grocery store that we went to, it was just a lot.
I'm not gonna put nobody on blast, but there's grocery stores out there
Yeah.
that just want to take advantage of people. You know, if they're the only competition, if they're the only store in town, they charge these astronomical prices.
Yeah.
You know, it's not my business what you do with yours,
Right.
but
Right.
I don't like seeing people get fucked
Yeah.
money wise.
Talk about it.
Period.
Talk about it.
Sorry, am I getting fashion? I'm
Yeah.
getting wound up.
Calm yourself
You can
down.
get wound up, man. You
But-
can get wound up.
But it does. It bothers me. So
Yeah.
opening the store sound like a good idea.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
I'm just happy you did it. I'm so proud of you that you've done it. And
Thank you.
as far as you came, man, this, you know, you're the shit. You're
Man,
the shit, B.
thank you.
You're the shit.
It's been a blast so far.
Yeah.
I think it's only getting better.
Man, no doubt, man.
Yes,
no
thanks
doubt.
for having us.
Oh man, you're more than welcome. I think you know what time it is. We're about to wrap it on up. But this was a great episode. See, Lily? See?
I was so nervous.
thought
I still
so.
am. Because my gummy kicked in, okay?
No, you did great though. You know what I'm saying? You did great, man. B, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome, man. Everybody, give them the address one more time. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yes, you can. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. I got you, Woo. I got you.
All right, so don't forget, everybody, the Grow Room in O'Fallon, Missouri. The address is 101 O'Fallon, Missouri.
Man, it is.
Or 101 O'Fallon Plaza.
Yeah, bro.
O'Fallon, Missouri.
Take the Highway K exit right off of 70, y'all. It's real easy to find. Yo, for myself, for my guests, Brian and Lily from Grill Room, for Mr. Boston, and for myself, the Great. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. And
This was a pleasure, man.
no doubt. Thank you, man. I knew you would like it. Right on. This was dope. We got to have you back, man. This was a great conversation.
Hopefully we didn't mess your show up.
No, never that. Never that. Yo, everybody be safe. We love y'all. Peace.